No, the Bible doesn't. It says we're enslaved. Jesus answered them, "Truly, truly, I say to you, everyone who practices sin is a slave to sin." Free? No. In Ephesians chapter 2, it says that we before, spiritually, we were dead. Our will was dead to God. And you were dead in the trespasses and sins in which you once walked, following the course of this world, following the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that is now at work in the sons of disobedience. Our will refuses to turn to God, among whom we all once lived in the passions of our flesh, carrying out the desires of the body and the mind, and were by nature children of wrath, like the rest of mankind. Again the question, free will or enslaved will? God himself has spiritual life he can give us. But God, being rich in mercy, because of the great love with which he loved us, even when we were dead in our trespasses, made us alive together with Christ. By grace you have been saved. And you who were dead in your trespasses and the uncircumcision of your flesh, God made alive, together with him, having forgiven us all our trespasses. Let me explain. We have free will. No, that's not possible. And the reason is because we have three things. We have the will and we have the mind. For the mind that is set on the flesh is hostile to God, for it does not submit to God's law. Indeed, it cannot. And thirdly is emotion. That's three altogether. They cannot be separated. They can't. Let me give you an example. I hate liver. You know, liver, the meat that you eat. I hate it. Yuck. Suppose you say, you have free will. Go ahead and eat it. My emotion? Wow. I hate liver. Yuck. It makes me want to vomit. My mind tells me, Brad, hey, remember, you've tasted liver before. You didn't like it. You were tasting it for a month later. It was awful. Now, I have will. I don't have to eat it. But now, suppose you give me ice cream. Well, ice cream, that's a different story. My emotions say, oh, wow, you love ice cream. My mind says, Brad, take that. Remember, you love it. My will says, yes, go ahead. It's not possible to have free will, to be independent. Our emotions from our mind, they're not independent. It's not free. It's not possible. Suppose you think, well, the Holy Spirit touches a man's heart and then he turns to Christ. Does that mean that God is forcing him? Let me explain to you. If a man had a gun to my head and he was saying, Brad, you better eat that liver. Well, I'm going to go ahead and eat the liver. Why? Because, well, let me explain. The man's got a gun to my head. My emotions are saying, you're scared. I'm scared to death. My mind is saying, Brad, you better go ahead and eat that liver. I know you hate it. I know you hate the way it tastes, but be patient. Accept it. You don't want to lose your life here and die. So my will, I go ahead and eat it. Do you understand the difference? The evil man, is he forcing me? Yes. Is God forcing us to make a decision? No. Depends on our emotions, our mind. Then we make our decision with our will. But it's not free will. Before I refused to eat the liver, and now my life is threatened. I'm going to eat it. What happened? My emotions changed. My mind changed. Therefore, my will changed. Now what?
Yeah. Now does God go against?
God sent the Holy Spirit to touch man's heart to change his emotion, his mind, and his will.